find the Manley VoxBox a very characterful and versatile vocal channel strip plugin, and I'm going to show it to you here in two very different vocal contexts. First, I want to tell you what I like about it. It's got tube-driven preamps, so it's got that nice tube quality. The EQs are unique. It's Pultec style. We have passive bands where the low and high are boost only and the mid band is cut only. It's got an optical style compressor that comes before the input gain, which is unique and allows you to really control the signal going in, and you then use the gain control to adjust the kind of color of the preamp, and then the input and output are more clean type of offsets that we apply. Now I'm going to dive right in and play this vocal raw.
Did you feel the earth move, give way and crumble?
So it's a little bit dull and it's not the greatest recording, there's a bit of noise. Let's see what we can do to clean it up. To start with, I'm going to apply the compression first because that's what's going to feed into the amp section.
Did you feel the earth move, give way and crumble?
Let's monitor the compression
when you
here.
sketched my painted smile.
We'll go for medium and a slower attack.
Did my voice shine a light?
And now we can try the different characters here.
Through your darkness, your night.
I like the 50 setting, and then I can get the amount of gain I need here.
Do my splinters still burn?
We have a de-esser. Let's put it in,
the earth move,
and we'll monitor it here.
And crumble when you sketched my painted smile.
So a little bit like that's nice. Now for the EQ, I'm going to leave the lows alone. I don't need any boost, and we'll dip a little in the mids.
Did you feel the earth move, give way,
Maybe around there.
and crumble?
And we'll boost a bit of highs.
My painted smile. Did my
And we'll leave the transformer in.
shine a light through your darkness, your night?
So it does a very capable job there. This second example is a jazz vocal, and it's recorded pristinely in a state-of-the-art studio. Here it is, completely flat with no VoxBox, just sent to a bit of UA Dreamverb.
They said my house was licking clean.
And now listen to the S's in said and house with this in.
They said my house was licking clean.
So I've got a fair bit of gain reduction here. It's pretty controlled.
They said my house.
This is a nice subtle optical style compressor, which is kind of like a 3-to-1 ratio in VCA language. So I don't mind pushing it a bit.
They said my house
I'm using very little gain.
was licking clean.
I want that gentler kind of vibe.
Word I spoke.
And I just boosted the input to compensate. And I'm using a pretty fast attack and release here. Now here's where it gets interesting. I'm dipping the mids at around 300 just to clean up a little bit of the muddiness. And I've got the cut here, the low cut at 80. And of course this works in Unison mode as well. But I've got the cut at 80 here and a dip at 300. But here I'm boosting at 12. And then I'm de-essing a little bit at 6. And I find the way the bandwidths interact with this gives me just the right enunciation of the S's without it being overly sibilant.
They said my house.
Here's the de-essing.
They said my house was licking clean. No word I spoke.
So I'm not afraid to hit a few dB of reduction there, but I'm boosting way up high to give it some nice air, which I think works really nicely.
Was ever me? I had an air of mystery. But they went home